Well, hello. Welcome back. As you can see here, I am stirring some resin. To be precise, I am stirring 6 ounces of my Bondcrafter 1-to-1 resin. And we're going to make a fall craft. Would you like to make a fall craft with me? Neat. So, I have been stirring this for about 3 minutes or so. It's still got a couple of little streaks in there, so I'm just, gonna do our thing. Make sure that we don't have any streaky bits. And then I will see you for our craft, which isn't up here. It's down there. So go down there. Go. Do it. See? Now you're in the right spot. What I have before you is a leaf of the silicone mold variety. And what I'm going to do is I am going to turn it inside out for a bit because we're going to trace out the lines, the veining, if you will, of our little leaf before we put the resin in there. So our resin is off here to the side. You might see right there. See it? It's off there to the side to make sure that we focus. Ta-da! Magic hands. Just to, let it sit for a little bit, sort of degas itself, do its thing. Now what I have over here are my Resiner's chrome markers, and I'm going to be using the Champagne Gold. So, and of course, links for everything are on my in my description. So, what I'm going to do, prime this little duder, make sure that he's got plenty of ink, and then we're going to focus again. Hello. Hi. So we're going to focus, and then we're going to trace out our lines. And don't worry, I'll fast forward you through this. All right. And you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, well, gee, Rev, you weren't very precise with your lining there. It's sort of all over the place. Yep. The reason that is because I've never seen a perfect leaf. I don't know about you guys, but I never have. Now, there's close to perfect. There's, there's really pretty, but I've never seen perfection in nature. Uh, Nature is just kind of what it is. And so that's sort of what this is. It's just what it is. Now, just going to stir in here real quick, just sort of see how my resin is doing, and it's good. It's doing well. So what I'm going to do is turn this little dude right side out again. And now normally, and this is another reason why I'm not being terribly pedantic about my lining. Normally, you would let chrome markers or anything like that that you put on a silicone mold dry. Give it some time to set. Because normally, what happens is it'll run all over the place, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. Here's why. Because we are going to add more color, and the color that we add is going to just accentuate the gold. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm looking for the color, and I probably should have done this off camera, but it's me because I'm a dork. Eventually I'll find the one that I'm looking for. It's probably the last one in the box. Nope, it's right here. Ta-da! So, and again, these are my About Alcohol links. See? And I'm going to be using golden yellow, reddish brown, and bright green. Now, the bright green I have not opened yet, so I am going to have to do that. And to avoid making an epic mess, I'm also going to grab a Kleenex. Because if you've never opened an alcohol ink bottle, I'm going to tell you right now, they spit. It's like a camel. Watch out, they spit. So I'm just got a push pin here. Nothing terribly exciting, nothing fancy. Just going to push down through the middle, open up that little hole, and pull it out. And see how I did. Not well. There we go. See? Spit. That one actually wasn't too bad. Got all over my pin, but other than that, put the pin back in the box. Now you guys have seen me do this before. What I'm going to do is I am just going to drop my alcohol inks into the mold directly. Will this stain the mold? Yes, but that's okay because the stains don't transfer, if that makes sense. What the stains do is it just stains the silicone. It doesn't stain your future products or projects. So that's always a cool thing. So you can do it if you're really just very retentive about having spotless clean mold all the time, then resin isn't for you, first off. But you know, if you are, then don't do this. Simple as that. So what I'm going to do is just go plippity, ploppity, plippity, ploppity, plop. And do that with the rest of our colors. Now I'm not entirely sure how much resin this is going to take, so I'm just guesstimating, of course, you know, it's me. But again, I have 5 ounces here, 1:1, and I am just going to pour in the middle. Move our leaves so you can see what I'm doing. Just sort of do this. You can see the colors start moving around. And I'm pouring slowly so the resin has a chance to fill in the holes, if you will, the tips of the leaves and everything, without getting, hopefully without getting a bunch of bubbles in it. But if we have bubbles, okay, again, nature. Alright, so let me check my level here. Make sure that we are good, not close to overflaring. And I think that will do it. And that took 2.5 ounces. So there you go. Now, what I do have, and what we are going to use here, is another mold. Grab my tiny dish mold. Well, it's not tiny, but you know, you guys can see it. And I'm going to basically do the exact same thing. Just flippity plop plop plip plop 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 plop. We'll make 2 nice little fall things. And the 2.5 ounces is not going to fill this up. Period. End of sentence. But what it will do is it'll give us a good sort of two-toned, you know, kind of effect. Pretty. Yes. Lovely. So that fills that one up quite a bit. You know, you can kind of see around the edge how much more there is. But what I'm probably going to end up doing is once this is done doing its thing, I'll put sort of perhaps like a metallic brown or something like that, like with mica powders and whatnot in there to offset it and, you know, give it a little bit different of a look. So we're going to let these set. We're going to let these cure. This is just regular 1-to-1, so it's going to take, you know, I'll give it 24 hours. And then we will come back and see what we have done. So I'll see you guys then. All right, so we've added the red gold to the bottom, and some of it'll fall through and some of it won't, but hopefully what does fall through will cause sort of a, you know, a variegated effect, if you will, and I think that that will look really neat. Now I didn't need 2 ounces, I only needed 1, but I've got some other molds that I can use to use up that other 1 ounce. So we'll see how it goes. See you guys later. It's time to demold. And admittedly, it has been a couple of days because, well, I've been busy. So these have had a good 48 hours to do their thing. So let's get them out. And I want to do this rectangle. Listen to me. I know my shapes. That's right. Yay. Oval. Dish. First. And you can see that when I was talking about the variegated look earlier, that gold mixed with the brown and the green and everything and made this really cool effect on the bottom. So I'm pleased with that. Let's see how the rest of it turned out. Wow, that looks, oh, look at that! There was some green left on the bottom and it's sort of speckled on there. Look at those cool, cool colors. Wow. And that sort of watercolor effect around the edges of the bowl. Very, very cool. Very awesome. I like it a lot. Look at that. I think that that's very pretty. I like that. Very neat. Let's move on to the leaf. So here's our leafy friend. let's go ahead and get him out. I'm gonna loosen up the mold briefly. Get all of his little pokey outy bits. Oh boy, look at that. That gold stayed beautifully in the veins. And that effect, oh, so pretty. So pretty. Wow. That is just gorgeous. And not a bubble in sight. Jalapeno. You know what I want to do? Hang on 2 shakes for me. I want to see if I have a piece of white paper here, and I do. It's just in my desk. Of course. So pardon the rustling and the noising. So I want to put this against, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, so nice. Those colors are just beautiful. Look at that. Just lovely. I really like the way that that came out. Let's look at that bowl. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just gorgeous. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I love them. Yay. So thank you so much for joining me for this fall craft. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Take care, guys. Cheers.